Hey there, welcome back to our channel. In today's video, we're going to dive deep into the intriguing story of Fordlândia, an American colony in the heart of the Brazilian Amazon. It was an ambitious project by the Ford Motor Company in the late 1920s, aimed at securing a sustainable rubber supply for their cars. But why did this colossal endeavor ultimately fail? Let's find out. Tapping rubber. To understand the story of Fordlândia, we have to go back to the early 1900s, when Brazil was the world's leading supplier of rubber. The process of harvesting rubber was labor-intensive, with rubber tappers extracting latex from trees in the dense jungle. However, as rubber plantations grew, the demand for workers increased, leading to brutal working conditions and even forced labor. But everything changed when British explorer Henry Wickham smuggled rubber tree seeds out of Brazil and introduced them to European colonies in Southeast Asia. These plantations thrived and outperformed the traditional Brazilian rubber tappers. Brazil lost its grip on the global rubber market, which became a cause for concern for Henry Ford. As the European-controlled rubber cartel threatened Ford's business interests, he sought to create his own rubber supply. Brazil, eager to regain its prominence, offered Ford 2 million acres of land to establish a rubber plantation. It seemed like a perfect opportunity for Ford to control his own destiny. Little did he know the challenges he would face. Jungle urbanism. The Ford Company shipped supplies and machinery into the heart of the Amazon rainforest, where they cleared the land to build a town called Fordlândia. However, the workers faced immediate challenges. They were attacked by ants, hornets, scorpions, and deadly pit vipers while trying to clear the land. Despite the difficulties, a town eventually emerged in the middle of the jungle. Ford wanted Fordlândia to resemble the small Midwestern towns he associated with his childhood. He aimed to create an industrial utopia, complete with a hospital, church, power plant, and even a processing plant for rubber. Ford also offered his Brazilian workers good wages, free healthcare, and education, inspired by his desire to reduce turnover and create a more harmonious work environment. But the clash of cultures and climatic differences posed significant challenges for Ford's vision. Cultural climate. Ford faced cultural obstacles in implementing his vision. The work culture in Brazil was different from what Ford expected. Workers were used to taking breaks during the hottest parts of the day, which didn't align with Ford's ideal 9-to-5 workday. Additionally, Ford aimed to create a consumer society in Fordlândia, but the workers had little use for the high wages he provided. Furthermore, Ford's attempts to impose his preferences on the community, such as banning alcohol and enforcing vegetarianism, led to unrest. Workers rioted over changes to meal service and destroyed parts of the town, including time clocks. The cultural disconnect and Ford's stubbornness created tension within the community. Ford's focus on efficiency and productivity also clashed with the natural rhythms of the Amazon rainforest. He implemented strict work schedules and expected continuous rubber production, disregarding the seasonal patterns of rubber trees. This approach led to overworked trees and lower rubber yields. Moreover, Ford's attempt to create a monoculture plantation proved to be a critical mistake. He primarily planted the Brazilian rubber tree species, Hevea brasiliensis, which was susceptible to pests and diseases. In contrast, the rubber plantations in Southeast Asia had diverse species that were more resilient against threats. As a result, Fordlândia faced numerous setbacks, including attacks from leaf blight, a devastating fungus that wiped out large sections of the rubber trees. Despite Ford's best efforts to combat the disease, the rubber production declined drastically, and his dream of a self-sustaining rubber supply began to crumble. End of an era. By the mid-1940s, it was clear that Ford's grand plan for Fordlândia had failed. The rubber production was insufficient to meet the demands of Ford Motor Company, and the project had become financially unsustainable. Ford sold the town to the Brazilian government in 1945, marking the end of his ambitious venture in the Amazon. Despite its failure, Fordlândia left a lasting legacy. The town's infrastructure and remnants of Ford's vision can still be found in the Amazon today. It serves as a reminder of the challenges of imposing foreign ideas and practices on a different culture and environment. Lessons learned. The story of Fordlandia teaches us valuable lessons about the importance of understanding local culture, respecting the natural environment, and embracing diversity in agricultural practices. It highlights the limitations of attempting to create a utopia without considering the complexities of the world around us. And that's the fascinating story of Fordlandia, a grand experiment that fell short of its goals, but left an indelible mark on the history of the Amazon rainforest. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories worldwide. Until next time.